Guys, this is it, part two of Sabonis, the full player analysis. And in part one, I went over his inside scoring ability, how his three-point shooting's improved, did some play-by-play analysis on that. And I also touched on the factors that contribute to why I think Sabonis is such an underrated player. Today in part two, we're going to be going over his playmaking ability, which is stellar for a big man. Same goes for his transition ability. And I'm going to be touching a little bit on his defense. So if you haven't watched part one already, I'd recommend watching that first for sure. Otherwise, let's get right into part two.
There's a lot of hate going on in this room, but I can't get the love, so I guess I'll go on.
Okay, before this play starts, I just want to say that Sabonis is one of the most underrated playmakers in the league. There are not many 6'11 dudes who can dish out buckets. He's looking like a mini Jokic in some of these. Look at this. Alright, so Sabonis, coaches would say never ever jump and then pass. If you go to jump, you always shoot. However, Sabonis uses this mantra by coaches against the other team, because the other team thinks, it freezes them. They're confused. Why is this dude jumping in that position when he's well covered? Well, Sabonis sees that there's 4 red jerseys in front of him and only 1 blue jersey in front of him, which means that there's going to be 1 red jersey behind him and 3 blue jerseys behind him. That means 2 open men are going to be behind him. It's not going to be that hard to find them, which he does perfectly. And then Miles Turner gets the easy little floater on, undersized Zach LaVine. All right, here Sabonis slips the screen and pops out, catches the ball here. Now, Sabonis knows the set, and he knows that all the other players on the team are at the three-point line, and he has the paint to himself and Richaun Holmes. And the reason he comes to the free throw line is because he's much more comfortable than Richaun Holmes at that point of the court. And from there, he can make a pass wherever, he can drive in. The court is his oyster. He finds a cutting McDermott. Beautiful bounce pass, easy bucket. Let's watch that again. Alright, so on this play, Sabonis does one of his favorite things, which is a screen while doing a little handoff. And he completely gets healed on this one. Healed is completely just concentrating solely on McDermott, so he gets caught on the screen. That gives McDermott a wide open 3. Cash, see that again. Alright, now this is a few plays later, and this time Hield's more ready for it. You see, Hield's still right on McDermott's tail, and also Fox, if you see the way his head's turned, he's ready to help on the 3 as well. McDermott sees this, and so does Sabonis. So Sabonis goes right to the rim. McDermott makes a little bounce pass, and Holmes has to help, giving Sabonis the wide open bucket. Okay, so before this play, I'd like to talk about the Pacers' new head coach, Nate Bjorkgren. He has a couple sets that are like go-tos for him that are really working. One of them is the previous 2 plays, and the other one's these next 2 plays. I really like what he's done for this Pacers offense. So here Sabonis has the ball, passes it to Brogdon while setting a screen. However, as you can see here, he completely misses Kobe White on this screen, and that's on purpose. Because Brogdon's going to take this screen, go left. Now White is stuck to the left of Sabonis. So what does Sabonis do? Set a screen to the right of Kobe White, and now Malcolm Brogdon has a wide open lane and gets the easy floater. Let's watch that again. Fake screen, actual screen, easy floater. Buckets. Alright, here's the same set, but this time the Bulls think they're ready for it. So you see those 2 little screens there? Now, this time the Bulls have help. They have Carter ready to attack. However, Carter sees Sabonis in perfect position to get the pass. So he can't commit on Holiday, because then Sabonis is going to get an easy bucket, and he knows that. So what does he do? He kind of stays in the middle. That gives Holiday just enough space to get the floater. Let's watch that again. Screen 1, screen 2. Perfect position, easy floater, buckets. Alright, here, Sabonis gets the pass in the low post, dribble, quick little hook shot, good. Now, a couple possessions later, same thing happens, but there's a difference this time. Garrett Temple is here for help. So what does Sabonis do? He just waits. Garrett Temple bites. Wide open 3 to Brogdon. Buckets. Here's another play that shows the genius of Sabonis. He gets the ball inside. Let's pause it right here. He sees immediately that Patrick Williams turns towards him. That means that Patrick Williams' man, who's over here, Malcolm Brogdon, is going to have a wide open lane. Because Sabonis knows that Patrick Williams is not going to have the time to turn around and catch up to a quicker guard that already has the first step on him. So he just throws a bounce pass in there. Not much more to it. Beautiful play. Alright, so a couple of takes I have from Sabonis' playmaking ability. He excels in the two-man game. He knows exactly when help's going to come and then dumps it off at the perfect time and makes a perfect decision in that two-man game. However, he rarely goes outside of the two-man game. You see there, if someone was setting him a pick and rolling, he'd either hit the roller or score himself. He'd very rarely hit a shooter or somewhere on the outside. And that's where I really want to see Sabonis expand his game.
Oh yeah, they be on the net knowing that they never gonna show. Said I'm really sick, I ain't got nothing up. I know what keep you around, but I ain't got enough room. Got enough room.
So many bigs get flustered in transition, and that's just not like Sabonis. He makes the perfect decision. Here he's the first man down the court, catches the pass, easy. Here again, getting back on offense, gets him the easy bucket. And these are all plays from this season. Usually if I'm doing a full player analysis like I am today, I'd go in depth about the player's defense. But honestly, like, I was gonna examine Sabonis' defense, but I looked at some highlights or some game tape, and there was really not much to see. You know, he's a above average interior defender, but then again, he's nothing special. Sometimes he gets lazy and fouls a little much, but besides that, he's a decent overall defender for his size and his weight. It's pretty normal, you know. There's not much to say there. So that's about it. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, put in a lot of work to this video, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Talk, yeah, they talk about me. That's okay, cause I'll be in a better place. In a better place without them. Lately I've been feeling good, I'm up, I've been feeling rich enough.